И всем привет, с вами Darseed, и добро пожаловать на трансляцию по игре Hogwarts Legacy, 7-я часть. Как всегда, напишите, все ли видно, все ли слышно. Так, ну картинка есть, звук есть. Все вроде бы окей. Так, значит, в прошлой части мы с вами делали какие-то квесты, набрали других квестов. Так, верните лунными маски, это, наверное, нет. А, это же оно и было. Так, какая-то Аделаида Дубс. Эльф, хватит мешок и ткацкий станок. Так, давайте с эльфом поговорим.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then.
Так, походу теперь мы получим.
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Получим возможность добывать всяких зверьков. Так-то надо сначала квесты сделать.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Пушишка.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Разблокирован. Нажмите Т, затем наведите курсор на хватит, держите. Ага. Спасите пушишку. Начинаем спасать пушишку. Так, спасли какую-то пушечку.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Чё, блин, а меня еще не переместил. Так, пушишка. Стоимость продажи 120 монет. И еще одну.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
А, это пушишки. Так, поехали. Полетели за птицей, наверное, какой-то.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Так, Левиоса, а потом ловить. Хотя можно и так. Аккуратненько подходить к ним.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Так, надо самца поймать.
Everything's all right now. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Ну хотя бы бежать недалеко. О, тут даже телепорт есть. Логово Алунтеленка.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
То есть мне надо ночи дождаться,
Revelio.
Да? По всей видимости.
Revelio.
Ускоряем время. Ага, вот они. Так, сейчас, секундочку. Так, ладно.
No need to be difficult.
Levioso!
Так, один есть.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Чё все самки-то сразу?
Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Можно, в принципе, еще двух поймать, чтобы сразу испытание закрыть.
Revelio. Levioso.
Получен рецепт улей для веретениц. Магический рецепт волшебный колокольчик. 20 тварей нужно спасти. Что это такое, непонятно. Это тоже заблокировано. Ладно.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Блин, а что, не мог сразу перенести, что ли?
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Так, видимо, это у нас комната для животных.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Так, активные твари 12, биологические виды 4. Чтобы добавить тварь, необходимо выбрать ее из вашего инвентаря. Твари можно спасти в высокогорном регионе.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
И у меня, получается, добавились все вот эти...
Deke thinks you are
заклинания
doing
по
good
уходу за
work here.
животными и кормежки, которые были на уроке.
Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
What do you need to know?
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting material.
Wonderful.
Так, мех пушишки. Мех лунтеленка тоже получили. То есть тут даже кристальчики можно иногда собирать, хоть пару штучек. Ой, сорян, не то. Так, ну все материалы собрали.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
По умолчанию снаряжение имеет один основной показатель нападения или защиты. Вы можете использовать волшебные материалы, ткацкий станок, чтобы добавить и обновить дополнительные показатели или же присвоить вашему снаряжению определенные характеристики. Всего несколько небольших улучшений могут привести к значительному повышению вашей силы в бою. Новых тварей можно спасти в логовах тварей или разблокировать, выполняя задания. Рецепты с характеристиками можно обнаружить в лагерях бандитов. Добавьте. Мех нюхлера. Это всякие камни, которые типа можно добавить, да? И куча всяких еще закрыто. Давай этот. Ага, куда там? А, то есть тоже нужны материалы животных, чтобы вплетать эти всякие джемы. Перо дирикола какого-то. А, ну типа второй уровень я максимум могу сюда ставить. Давай защиту от гоблинов добавим.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Получил скамейки и ограждение. Каждой твари по паре. Короче, кажется, теперь я знаю, как будем зарабатывать деньги. Будем промыслом заниматься. Так, у меня все ухожены. Станешь серым браконьером. Угу. Так, значит, не пугай ты так, а. Надо будет, конечно, все это переместить сюда. Надо, наверное, начинать будет тасовать. Хотя пока, наверное, нет смысла, что, ну, точнее, надо будет перемещать и разбивать по зонам, но пока надо просто бабок накрабить очень много, чтобы накупить всяких рецептов. Да, чё ты? А, у меня все эти есть. ячейки, так сказать, я капусточкой забил. Все свободные ячейки. Надо будет накрабить, короче, всяких рецептов. Точнее, сначала заработать кучу денег, потратить их на рецепты, а потом уже начинать большую стройку.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Да, план готов. Сначала будем ловить животных. Кстати, они... это так не работает. Они, кстати, все стоят 120 монет. Они, походу, все стоят 120 монет, либо они как-то по классу разделяются. В зависимости от класса стоят одинаковую сумму. Не совсем понятно. Но, с другой стороны... Всегда знаешь, сколько можно заработать. Если получается 10 животных, 1200 монет.
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Revelio.
О, это ж это, с которой нам тоже поговорить по квесту надо, девчонка.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Так, еще один квестик.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Я вижу приключения на задницу. Так, триумф, опасность, силу. Давай триумф.
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Это заклинание не наносит прямого урона, но объекты и враги получают значительный урон от удара об землю. Враги, которые в момент использования заклинания находятся в воздухе, получают еще больше урона.
Descender! Excellent! I think you have it.
Levioso! Descender!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly test outside of the classroom.
Mine now, demi-guys.
Так, перемотаем, чтобы у нас день настал. Так, должен быть какой-то магазин. Ага, клюв и хохолок, давай сюда туда.
Revelio.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
О, нюхля.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping.
What do you have for sale?
Одичала
Now,
барышня.
what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
Так, ну у нее всякие ингредиенты, да. А, и вот она тваринок покупает. Ну да, по 120.
I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
Че, типа все, пропали все эти странички? Интересно, а крыс ловить можно?
Revelio.
Чем мы этот сундук ограбим? Там, по идее, 500 монет должно лежать.
Appreciate you having a look.
Revelio.
почта. А что за гул? Что за непонятный шум? Так, найти лагерь Роланда Дубса. Где-то он у нас тут недалеко, но на самом деле где-то очень далеко. Очаг древней магии.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. This place has seen better days. Confringo! Revelio! Confringo!
А что у нас тут?
Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Ну, прикольно из костей построили.
Accio! That solves that.
Неизвестный предмет. Ох ты ж, иди твою налево.
Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Неожиданно. Но зато ресурсы. Че за?
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Repulso! Flipendo! Glacius! Levioso! Accio!
Так, чуть-чуть поднажились. Что-то у нас древняя магия. Это был источник древней магии. Соответственно, подзарядились магией. Это раз. Во-вторых, сделали там дополнительную ячейку испытания. Что это такое летает тут?
You're gonna regret coming here.
Так, идем на поиски дяди. Что-то непонятно, что это такое.
Revelio.
You can feed a beast or
Incendio.
I tell you this. Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
Кстати, этот лагерь я уже зачищал. Вот тут, по-моему, даже по квесту были.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Glacius. Flipendo. Repulsor. Stupefy. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
I was a proud man that day, and there's more of those days ahead.
Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Cast my eyes closer. Best to be sure. I know. You should know
Glacius.
about...
Depulso. Defender. Levioso. Confringo.
Да, наверное, сделать вот так. Потом вот так. Потом замораживающую. То есть я его поднимаю в воздух, потом бью о землю, потом замораживаю и допустим, дефиндо. А, тут еще мое испытание Мерлина, но у меня мальвы нет.
Here's a pleasant surprise.
У меня мальвы нет. Надо было, блин, посадить, когда был в комнате. Нюхлер. Ловить. Лапуля. Пора в сумку. Будем как Ньют Саламандр вечно за ним бегать. Так, стоп. Их двое же было. Куда один убежал?
Could this be Mr. Oaks' campsite?
Ля, они тут натырили, короче. Да тут, блин, на 2 прохождения хватит. Еще останется. И, конечно же, ничего подобрать нельзя. Я думаю, мне надо пару десятков таких ребятишек. Для личного пользования, так сказать. Сколотим банду. Будем работать на себя.
Revelio.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять.
Cyclops loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet? Levioso, Descendo, Glacius, Defendo. Easily diverted. You can't stop us. Stupefy. Levioso, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defendo. Incendio. Not quick enough. Oh, that
was meant for me.
What have we here? A human?
Leviosa, Confringo, Helios, Defender. A miss! No! Leviosa, Descendo, Places. Defender.
Now to find out what happened here.
Revelio.
У нас будет свое предприятие по поиску пропавших вещей и ненужных. Назовем, а называться будем O'Connell и Ко.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades. Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Возьмем еще в долю какого-нибудь гоблина, чтобы следил за офисом. Пушистиков оформлять в штат не будем. Будут работать по контракту. Так они же как антистресс пойдут. Нет, антистрессом будет заниматься пушишки. Это будет... Это как пушишки будут... как... Кафешка, во, кафешка с пушишками. Вот. А нюхлеры будут оборудованием, да. Надо придумать только название для кафешки. Так, подожди, а куда идти-то? Короче, какой-то лагерь, типа выходим, идем обратно. Ничего не понятно, но, как говорится, очень интересно, блин. Сюда, что ли?
Leviosa, Descender, Places, Defender.
That's the first landmark on this map. How to find the crooked tree.
Accio. Confringo.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Так, а Тиндер тут при чем?
Confringo.
Is Capri...
Lumos.
Что-то на пауке текстуры не прорисовались, походу.
Lumos. Confringo.
Керамическая маска. Ну, там кто-то с кем-то дерется.
That curiosity. What was that? I heard something. What in the... I heard something.
Levioso, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defender.
You dare slay one of my own? You will fall!
Levioso, Descendo, Glacius.
Oh, that's a cold that sticks with
Incendio.
you. Thought we'd forget about that
Confringo.
comet hell you stole. I know all about you and your father.
Что-то он как-то вообще по нему не попадал.
Reparo.
Мне, получается, нужно вдоль реки идти. Идем вдоль реки. И у нас, получается, с одной стороны будет какая-то развалина, а с другой стороны вторая развалина.
What do we have here?
No witch or wizard will be disturbed.
Такое ощущение, что карта начинается отсюда, а не там, где я ее нашел. А, подожди, у меня этот изменился. Проберитесь в аванпост. Да вот здесь, что ли?
Revelio.
У меня тут, видимо, просто лагерь. Значит, вот этот. Большой который.
The wizards will have no choice but to Somebody there? Hello?
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
Да поздно уже сунулись. Командир сторонников ранрока. А тут еще и троллина боевая большая, закованная в доспехи.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio.
Очки для защиты от солнца.
Preparo. Stone walls do a prison make sometimes.
Кончено управление этой. Я, получается, не могу камеру опускать или поднимать выше, я только по сторонам могу вертеть.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Нас раскрыли.
Not the best place for
Стелс, как всегда, прошел по плану.
Revelio.
Надо постараться хотя бы нескольких гоблинов завалить по-тихому, потом уже разбираться с остальными. Снайпер сторонников ранрока.
The ladder. That's what I need.
Leviosa, Twin Ringo, Defender.
I won't rest
Я тут, короче, махач такой устроил. А этот что-то особо... А, не, ля, свалил куда-то. Что, заподозрил, что ли?
This looks like trouble.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Petrificus totalis.
Ля, ничего не выпало. Бедный какой-то командир.
Revelio. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Glad I was never locked up here. Petrificus totalis.
Such arrogance. I will make you.
Но эти, походу, услышали. Все-таки.
Revelio.
Че тоже так. Подожди. Возвращаемся обратно. Надо тогда всех развалить.
Levioso. Confringo. Incendio.
This is almost.
Accio. Revelio.
You think it's the students from the town?
Petrificus totalis. Revelio. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Descendo! Levioso! Glacius! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Вау. Рано.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! That was a close one.
Хозявки тролля.
Expelliarmus! This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. Goodness, not a What will we find in here?
Надеюсь, что куча золота. Но это вряд ли.
Revelio.
Так, 1, 2, да.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
I won't rest.
Levioso. Defendo. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Revelio. Alohomora.
Nothing.
Petrificus totalis. Your
Стелс.
blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Стелс, как он есть.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Green Dog. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Ну, допустим, пойдем в обход. А что у нас тут?
Confringo. Revelio.
Тут у нас всего лишь сундук с бесполезной мантией. Ну, хотя бы денежка какая-то будет. Потом продадим. Один, два, три, четыре, пять. Так, подожди, мне сюда и надо. Найдем отсюда.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
I've never
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
М, 25 бутылок рябинового отвара.
Revelio.
Это максимум, который я могу с собой переносить. И это отстойно. Чем тогда просто в этот в инвентарь бы их не складывать уже. Да и все, собственно. А, я понял, это был другой путь, где можно было этих всех гоблинцев сверху пострелять. Так, ладненько.
Revelio.
Там какой-то сейф, по всей видимости.
A boiler door. How to open it? Petrifacus totalis.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Afraid to fight? Hello?
Leviosa. Descendo. Places. Defender.
How nice of you to stop by.
Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Incendio.
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Leviosa. Confringo.
Another toy? You
Descendo. Places. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Чуть не помер. Чуть не помер.
Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
Какая-то секретная комната. Подожди, у нас же тут какой-то паровой замок. Или это пока не сюда?
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, а тут еще гоблинцы.
I'll have my own operation worked out one day. You're working for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
What's down there? Petrificus totalis. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Leviosa. Descendo.
How childish!
Leviosa. Descendo.
Так,
Revelio.
поговорить через дверь камеры. А, это, видимо, вот тут он сидит.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This spell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Revelio.
Ну, типа, где угодно. Это же гоблины. Не могли ее сжечь просто. Им-то чё?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 гоблинов.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Why is it grapple you are?
Leviosa. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Little mushroom. One less human to worry.
Get away with it.
Never seen anything like that before.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay.
Leviosa. Protego. Descendo.
I won't rest until you're dead. You're making this too easy.
Confringo. Defender.
I will make you pay.
Accio. Leviosa. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
Так, ну худо-бедно разделались.
Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Ну типа, я его освободить что, не могу, что ли? Своей палочкой. Коллекция обновлена, шпиль башни.
Revelio.
Oh, you found it! Pass it to me! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry! My wand!
Так я их всех перебил. Кто там вернуться должен?
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait! You're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
Что вы слышали?
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Так, ну все получается. Надо тогда выбираться отсюда. Северный Хогвартс. Надо сейчас в выручай комнату отправиться, определить предметы. Все, что надо одеть, а все, что останется, потом распродать. У меня нету сладкой мальвы.
Deke hasn't met many plants here before.
Так, выкинем нюхлера. Мех нюхлера получен. Так, это накормили, это сейчас почешем. Тут тоже сейчас почешем. Ой! Пушишку дал. Я случайно. Так, все ухожены, все накормлены. Только один пострадавший. Так, значит, здесь разобрались. Теперь обратно в Hogsmeade. Нужно всякое распродать просто. Нужно всякое распродать.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Как же это неудобно сделано, что вот это по одной постоянно надо тыкать. Еще ладно тыкать, тут еще вот это держать надо, это задержка, блин. Зачем?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
That's what the authorities are.
I should think about
The secret is do the hard way.
I don't know about settled.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute.
Так, а что у тебя? Значит, семена мандрагоры. Ядовитая тентакула. Ничего из этого
Doors
мне не
always
надо.
open. You be sure to stop by soon.
if anyone ever knew how to keep...
Told that last Clement. Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Можно выращивать в горшке зелье невидимости.
No one can say I don't keep a stack
Я его,
shelf.
правда, никогда не делаю, не использую, но семена пускай будут, мало ли. Теперь можно пойти рецепты посмотреть какие-нибудь.
Only I could invent a new potion.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Так, магический рецепт. Кормушка для тварей. Разблокировать способность наколдовать кормушку для тварей. Вам нужно создать хотя бы одну, чтобы ваши твари были сыты. В принципе, полезно. Коробка с игрушками для тварей. Тоже ждет. Место для нарезки. Этот стенд периодически производит побочные продукты в виде растений, так что не забывайте следить за ним. Навозный компостер. Используйте его для производства удобрений, которые увеличивают урожайность растений. Это подождет. Прыгливый горшок. Этот волшебный маленький горшок будет периодически варить случайно выбранное зелье. Преобразователь материалов. Используйте его, чтобы производить лунные камни, необходимые для магических рецептов. Для горшков. Стол с большим горшком. двумя средними. Так, надо, наверное, тогда зелье варенья в виде буквы Т, наверное, купить. Он, походу, самый топовый. Стоит 2000. Можно купить кормушку для твари 2000. И пока все.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Вы можете отдать мне все рецепты за бесплатно? Хогвартс вам будет благодарен. Ага. Так, столик. Идем по плану браконьера. Ну, позже. Я думаю, это можно будет делать вне стримов, потому что, а что там, как бы... Не. Давай пока тебя вот сюда... Боже ты мой, ты повернешься, нет? Колесико, не беси. Вот не беси. Давай пока вот так тебя вот тут сбоку за это самое. Нормально. Пока накидываем как есть. А разбираться будем потом. Так, мальвы. И спарыш. 2 мальвы, 3 спарыша, нормас. Ну все равно. Просто теперь я могу переключаться между столами и как бы варить 3 одновременно. Ну, это лучше, чем было, безусловно. Так, а где моя братва? Во один, вон второй. Фу. А то у меня уже все. Загон для разведения. Декоративное декорирование открытых пространств. Ага. Давай кормушку сделаем. Да, вот тут как, наверное. Вот так тебя поставим сбоку. Да, ништяк. Еще бы авточесалку какую-нибудь, и вообще хорошо было бы. Так, что у нас с квестами? Так, беглец. Поговорите с Сироной Райан. В 3 метлах. Так, луны подождут. Давай тогда пойдем в Хоксмит обратно. Поговорим с Сироной.
glad you came.
Dark art. It's pushing the boundaries.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes, and no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit, and I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Кража века.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
А, я не могу его этот. Скажи. Вырубить его.
Revelio.
Вот блин.
Stop! Stop, bandit!
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula?
Да ты же задолбала. Ты не говоришь, что ты еще сюда сейчас пойдешь?
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Descendo. So many spiders. It's a wonder. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Нормально, он так тут себе пауков наплодил.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Incendio.
Тентакулу забрали.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Чё ты тут стоишь, вот это вот?
Hello, Hamora.
До сих пор.
Revelio.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of...
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Мне бы хотелось получить за него вознаграждение.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find... Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect.
Надо собрать каких-то мурлекомлей. И коробку найти. Что это такое? Что с этим делать? Может, надо ночи дождаться?
I'm always given the dull tasks.
Levioso, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defender, Potato, Stupid.
What's that?
Levioso.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
А, это грибы. Фига себе, что они тут такое сожрали.
Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
Better have a look around. See about the hall clumps and the box of letters.
Confringo.
Больше новичаю. Ну...
That's all the hall clumps
Да.
for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Какая-то непонятная поросль зергов.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Что-то это какая-то не пещера вообще, а, я не знаю, тюрьма в скале, что ли. На шахту это тоже так-то не особо похоже. Подставка для ног. О, какой-то предмет для выручай комнаты.
Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll.
Не было печали, да тролли появились. Двадцать 28-го, кстати.
Expelliarmus, Defender. Confringo, Expelliarmus. Defender. Glacius. Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender.
Defender.
Он там телепортировался.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius!
А, блин. Не то открыл.
Should think they felt that in London. Revelio. Defender. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio.
Сколько тут всякого. Но по факту это бесполезно.
Confringo. Revelio.
Ну вот они, письма.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
О, это же эти инферналы.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk clumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Что-нибудь полезное хоть выбили? Или как обычно? Скорее всего, как обычно. Ну да, ничего полезного. Так, а тут у нас чего?
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for passing through.
Aloha Mora.
Самое главное, еще прикольно, замок самый обыкновенный висит, а механизм у него какой-то супер замороченный.
Revelio. I could use some gold. Aloha Mora.
Будто бы реально скинчик нацепили такой. Чтобы они специально какими-то обычными замками оказались.
Fine now, demi-guys. Revelio.
То есть ты хочешь сказать, что еще не ночь? Обманка, ну и лень было норм за дизайн. То надо было вообще эту мини-игру с открыванием замка не делать.
Revelio. I should investigate.
Ну, какие-то зажиточные тут живут, слушай. камин такой нормальный, просторный, все. Эльф вон батрачит, пол моет. Ну, у всех же есть эта хрень, вот и они влепили. Скукота редкостная, ну да. Это, блин, со Скайрима все началось. Это они там все эти замки сделали. И взломы, и вот это вот, блин, пошло-поехало. Но там хотя бы реальный взлом с отмычками, хоть худо-бедно, но прикольно, а тут, блин, что? Тупо крутишь 2 круга. Туда-сюда. С какими-то огонечками непонятными. И как оно вообще работает, тоже непонятно.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect.
Так, это у нас есть. Давайте тогда по сюжетке пойдем. Встретиться с Себастьяном в Фельдкрофте. Вообще где? Подожди. Надо сначала продать всякую муть, которую мне тут накидали.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Чаечку на дорожку. О, кстати, этот.
Revelio.
Ну, я почти до него дошел. в один из прошлых стримов.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Somebody there? Hello?
Тут уже гоблинцы обосновались. Так, а что у нас тут? О, эти нюхли. Логово нюхлей.
I will make you pay.
Гоблинцы с пауками воюют. Ля, а тут нормально так гоблинов по дорогам шарятся.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like eggs and lettuce.
Now you should be able to travel to and from
Revelio.
in an instant.
Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Чё? Чё ты там орёшь? Да ладно, уже бог знает где, как он мог меня видеть.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
А сундук... Внутри сундука трава. То есть, походу, дна нету, что ли? Или оно через дно сундука проходит трава? А, походу, проходит через дно сундука текстуры. Халтура.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Да, дойти твою. Запутался. Ничего ставить закрытые сундуки. Если есть сундук, значит надо открыть.
Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
Так, ну веди.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Так, нам надо с этими поговорить, с Анной и Соломоном.
Sorry about
Revelio.
earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Вон, яблоки ешь, они полезны.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Ну, он типа принял решение.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Ну вот и поговорили.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Leviosa! Confringo!
Levioso! Who do you think you are?
Leviosa! Confringo!
Confringo!
Leviosa! Descendo! Glacis!
Sendo! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
How nice of you to stop by.
Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
I won't rest until you're...
Levioso! Descendo!
I shall avenge your death.
Glacius! Defendo! Levioso!
Release me!
Descendo!
You've made your last mistake. You will pitiful, as if you could best the likes of me. There you are.
Accio! Confringo!
Let's get this over.
Levioso!
Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
Don't you try again, I beg you! I could do this for hours!
Descendo! Levioso! Glacius!
I'm a goblin, not a toy!
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Childish!
Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
You are
Accio!
the inevitable!
Levioso! Descendo!
I won't rest. How nice of you.
Glacius! Defendo!
Эти ребятки, конечно, такие толстенькие. Прям сильно толстые. Блин.
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo!
Much use
I
Ящиком
confess,
с яблоками.
Revelio!
bits more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
Ну да.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Ты так собираешься на месте стоять тут? Понятно, всю работу, как обычно, делать мне.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
А, подожди, это та деревушка, которую тогда в воспоминании этим дождем. Наколдовали дождь, чтобы здесь от засухи никто не умер. А это тот домик, где жили тогда дети у тебя, семья.
Revelio.
По всей видимости.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Reparo. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
Кроватка.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Я уже вторую неделю в лагере. Каждый день приводят все новых больных. Врачи-маглы и даже наши целители стараются сделать для них все возможное. Скорбь почти осязаема. Те, кто отправился от чумы, никогда не оправятся от боли утраты. Лихорадка пройдет, кожа заживет, но печаль останется в сердце навечно. Я видела мужчину, который, как и мой отец, потерял ребенка. Это невыносимо. Мне хотелось немного облегчить его страдания. Я начинаю думать, что остальные неправы. Я способна помочь этим несчастным. На мой взгляд, оставить их страдать не менее жестоко, чем избавить от мук.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Я приехала сюда за знаниями, а теперь меня переполняет желание помочь. Сомнения терзают душу, такое чувство, словно моя магия жаждет исцелять, а я не позволяю ей. Неужто надежды нет? Неужто угрызения совести будут терзать меня всю оставшуюся жизнь? Как смотреть этим людям в глаза и при том знать, что я могла бы облегчить их страдания? Сегодня снова видела мужчину, напомнившего мне отца. Он покинул лагерь. Разве плохо было бы и помочь ему? По-моему, это позволило бы не только применить мое особое умение для благого дела, но и узнать много нового.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Oh, Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ну и чё?
Anything helpful in the note?
Ничего не понятно, но очень интересно.
I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Так, сюжет продвигается потихоньку.
Revelio.
Сундук нелутабельный. Так, астрономия. Посетите занятия по астрономии. Так, давай-ка наведаемся в выручай комнату.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbatten Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Что, и все? А я думал, снова спам-рассылка начнется. Ладно. Так, значит, что мне нужно? Мне нужен стол. Так, это есть. И шляпка, по-моему, у меня открылась 74. Жабьи бородавки. Где мне эти бородавки-то взять? Надо жаб приручить.
Levioso.
Ой, не то. Вопрос на миллион. А чё вы не едите-то? Так, с кого еще не собрал? С тебя не собрал. Так, с тебя собрал, с тебя собрал. Ты что там летаешь? Так, мне нужна одна пушишка. А, вот. Все, теперь все. Так, начинаем урок астрономии.
The paint Smedleys will always look upon.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Как хорошо, что я пальто надел. Как знал.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about. Let's put off my stock. Revelio.
Назад. Что-то я тут не открыл.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shah was talking about.
Так, ну что ж, пожалуй, на этой холодной астрономической ноте мы закончим нашу сегодняшнюю трансляцию. Всем огромнейшее спасибо за то, что присутствовали. Не забудьте поставить лайк, если вам понравилось, а также подписаться на канал, чтобы не пропускать будущие трансляции по этой игре, а также многим другим играм. Также не забывайте оставлять ваши комментарии. На этом все. Я вам желаю хорошего завершения сегодняшнего вечера и легкого начала новой рабочей недели. С вами был Darseed. Всем пока-пока.